Hey guys, I'm Nye, and we are playing Kingdom Hearts 2. Let's play it at least. We're going to head down into the Land of Dragons, which is going to be our first actual world, apart from Hollow Bastion, and thus, in Kingdom Hearts 2, our first actual foray into all things Disney. Except for Donald, Goofy, and all that jazz. We're going to ignore that, and play the story of one of the actual only good princesses in all of Disney history. This is a burnt-out village, and that is, what's his name, Shao Kahn? Something like that? Can't remember. Some Mongolian dude who's trying to destroy China. Let's leave it at that. Congratulations, you have a smile. It's a creepy one at that.
See that, Mulan? It's Shan Yu, leader of the Hun army. Come on, girl.
Congratulations.
This is your big chance. I can see it now. If I'm Mulan, whoops, public enemy #1. You're gonna be famous. I'm talking
Shan Yu, apparently.
Mushu, I'm not sure. I haven't even joined the army yet. I have to take my father's place to preserve the Fa family honor.
Yeah, we know the story.
I don't get discovered.
Whatever.
Please, specify that.
Aren't you?
So, unfortunately, we're not able to get Eddie Murphy in here as Mushu. They did, however, get the same actors they got for Kingdom Hearts 1 to play him as well. I think they did get the original Mulan, though.
Let's get the jump on him.
Time for a comedy of errors.
Look before we leap.
Why is Goofy the most intelligent guy in this scene? It doesn't make sense. But in goes Sora down Goofy to attack the very, very small dragon. Congratulations, guys.
Flat Mushu?
That's right. I know you heard of me. I'm little, lethal, and legendary. Now y'all scram
Mostly little.
before I get my dragon dander up.
Hey, Mushu.
You don't have
we
dander.
missed you.
You don't have
you
fur.
better hope I miss you, or else you're Sora.
You're Sora.
Oh, Goofy.
You only traveled with us before.
Know them?
Not that I ever used
We
him.
used to kick all kinds of bad guy butt together. Yeah, you
Not
know
that I ever
these
used
guys
you.
have a lot of tight spots, because I'm a mighty dragon, right?
Who was absolutely useless. Congratulations. Hey, is that a guy? I can't tell. It could be a guy or a girl. Is that a
Something
guy?
like that. And you are?
I'm Mulan. No, I mean,
Ping.
I'm just going to forget those words. I couldn't have possibly heard those words at all.
just Ping. I am Ping, son of Fazu.
You know Mushu?
Mushu's one of my family's guardians.
We
And now
didn't
that
know
explanation's
you
out of the
were
way.
Somebody as important as a family guardian.
Yeah,
We're not
right.
going to go into
Hey,
Chinese
that's what you
mythology or
three
background or
eyeballs admit.
family.
Ping here. Well, guess what, kiddies? It's payback time.
Mushu.
God
Ah,
damn, that was
right.
manipulative.
Ain't that right?
Sounds fair.
See, Ping here was just on his way to join the Imperial
Damn,
Army.
Sora's gullible.
We gotta go find the other recruits over at the training camp.
Would you join us?
Sure.
It'll be easier to fit in
If you'd
I'm with
like.
guys like you.
What do you
Like
mean
you?
fit in?
Well,
What do you
don't
mean,
worry
like
about
you?
that.
You're pretending to be a boy, aren't you?
Why is Goofy the most perceptive guy on the team?
You're a girl?
Dear
You
God,
notice?
Sora.
Not me.
Now, most girls would
I
take
think
that
it's
as a
working.
insult.
I don't know. Those two would fall for anything.
Yeah,
I'm right
that's completely
here.
true. No one noticed, Sora, believe you me. Now, I don't remember the movie particularly well, because it's been a couple years, but wasn't the invading forces of the Mongolians a long freaking way away from where Mulan lived? And from where the camp was? I mean, I kind of recall... Wait. No. Damn. Required party members. Actually, if I'm right, I do recall that I think there was this entire song and dance routine they had to do just in order to get to the Mongolians. But, you know, not that that's important. So Mulan, Ping, even named Ping, turns out to be kind of the most useless character on the team. No abilities, only one item, Sword of the Ancestor, and lots of potions. Cheers. Not a particularly useful character in the slightest. Okay, I'm only keeping Goofy in here because I want to be able to use Valor Form as much as possible. I kind of would prefer to have Donald, but yes, party command. Now we can switch out party when... Hello. We can switch out party whenever the hell we want. If I want to switch out Goofy for Donald, I can switch out Goofy for Donald. I do not have to go back to a save point. It's kind of a wonderful addition. What isn't a wonderful addition is the second command menu, which I can only access by pressing left. It's kind of understandable because they want me to press right in order to actually access the next level of the menu, but it makes little to no sense. Oh, also, Donald, go away. You can do this at just about any time. I think you can even do it even during combat, but I don't recall. We can examine this rock because we saw Mushu's shadow here, and it wants us to remember that. Grab a couple of chests. Everybody see the save point? Good. Also, right over here is a item shop. Now you will always have, in various areas, Moogles that will run item shops. They're in every area. You do not have to go back to Hollow Bastion every time. Another good upgrade from the original. And you can go in and you can buy a crap ton of stuff. They have upgraded the area. That little menu that I just passed also told us that every item that you have seen in previous areas, blah, 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 will be in future item shops. If I want, I could currently buy an Abyss Chain, which would give me 1 defense plus defense against all other elements, or I could buy an individual one of these things. Don't really care, don't want. Let's go into the synthesis, though, and hand over all synthesis materials we have. Didn't complete a new list, so we get to just move on. Wonderful stuff, right? So interesting of a world so far. But at least it did give us a good introduction to Mulan's story. By the way, I was talking in Kingdom Hearts 1 about the whole fact that there were some games that had just health bars that just went up and made a complete circle. This was that game. Okay, let's go have another cutscene. This one actually is pretty faithful to the movie, too.
Remember, girl, Manly.
Manly. Which means knock-kneed and unable to walk. I kind of feel insulted. At least Sora understands what's going on.
We got some grub. Hey, no cutting.
That does not sound like the original member. But it sometimes changes up. Sometimes it does sound like the original actor. So originally, I think if I recall correctly, the first fight in the original movie was because that guy in the orange was a jerk. But now there's a fight because Donald can't hold his liquor, I guess. Big fight, and in comes Mr. Manly himself. Sometime soon. Eventually. Come on. Comedic timing is being passed.
Please.
What kind of guy uses the word please?
What a girl.
Knock it off.
Knock what off?
Better.
You punched me.
His block.
What a
Being a
shrimp.
jerk.
Who you calling a shrimp? Hand and lips? I'm a bona fide
Oh, and here goes
Italian
Mushu doing
dragon.
his job. Causing
Let's
fights
just
everywhere.
Get back in line, okay?
Whose side do you want? I just got slugged. Want some more?
Soldiers, get back in line.
Oh, finally the commander shows up. Shouldn't he have been on this fight in the first place? Like, wasn't he supposed to come in another 2 minutes ago? Everybody line up. The captain is here. Notices Mulan directly out of the lineup. You don't look right. Or not. And all of a sudden, Sora notices there are Heartless on this world.
Yeah?
And the three of them just run off and leave me to fight the entire fight by myself. Understandable. We get introduced to a new mechanic in this game. The morale gauge. This is a gauge that is only used, that I recall off the top of my head, thinking about it right now. It's a gauge that's only used on the Land of Dragons, though there are some other areas that do have a very similar gauge. And the way this works is the gauge is going to steadily tick down as time moves on and as people take damage. If the gauge reaches 0 for any reason, we lose and must restart the event. But any given enemy that we attack will give us plenty of morale balls, which will give us more morale gauge. It was a clumsy attempt to actually give us a little bit more exotic gameplay other than mash X hit enemies, but it does get kind of annoying in areas like this where I have guys like this thing that refuse to just die. By the way, what you saw was the new fire spell, which instead of giving a projectile, just like Blizzard, gives an AoE kind of shield-like effect. Kind of useful. I use it a lot more than I use anything else in this game. But we kill every enemy in the area, and now we can move on. Well, that's Sora, Donald, and Goofy. And that over there is Ping. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. You should return home because you're not good enough. Sorry. But we don't want to stay here because we can't be with her. Ooh, that's, yeah. Oh, and Mulong's gonna fight the captain for her spot. That sounds important. Sora makes a good point. Captain gets swayed. Neat, right? We want to be tested. Yes, that's exactly what we want. Let's give us a little bit more frivolous stuff that has nothing to do with the movie, nothing to do with the main storyline. Shan Yu, that's the name. Okay. We'll be coming through the mountain pass, so we should go do stuff there. Sure. We're going to be the advanced party of the scouts, otherwise known as the bait. If something happens, it'll be to us, everybody else will learn about it. Sounds good, right? Is that what you want, Ping? Good. Yes, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so basically this is leading into yet another thing that Kingdom Hearts 2 wants to do, which is only done on this world, I think. Namely, missions. Ask about missions. We get 3 missions we get to do. They're all new, which implies there'll be more later. Hint, there won't be. Each mission follows basically the same idea. Go to a single area, kill everybody in it, don't let the morale gauge drop. Okay, so let's go ahead and fight. We got 15 Heartless to kill, eventually, and less time to do it in. What I'm going to do immediately is drive. Something you should know about drives is that every time you do it, you will get a minor explosion that'll occur that will basically give you a little bit of damage and a little bit of room to fight. Pretty useful, right? I will be using that. It actually does do damage, so you can use it on bosses. You can use it in gigantic groups of enemies, which can be helpful every once in a while. Sort of like in this fight when I used it to get rid of the sorcerers as fast as I could. Something you should also know about not morale gauge, but the drive gauge, there's a hidden stat to it. Every single time you use one of the drives that isn't the ultimate drive, you will gain a point on this hidden stat. Hey, look, our form gauge has already leveled up. I told you it wouldn't take long. As that hidden stat goes up, there's a greater and greater chance for you to turn into the Dark Sora drive, which is basically the worst thing ever. Yes, we've done a passable job. Congratulations, guys. It's not as if we did our damnedest to kill a bunch of Heartless. And I don't know why, but the captain doesn't seem at all interested in the fact that we just killed these dark enemies. Well, on to Mission 2. Once again, going out to the exact same area to do the exact same thing. I love this game, I really do, but sometimes it makes me wonder why. Okay, bunch of shadows. Let's go ahead and use fire, get rid of some of them, and fight our way through. I mean, slightly different enemy makeup, but have you noticed how my morale meter's going down for absolutely no reason? Yeah, me too. Okay, so we're trying to slowly build up drive again. Earlier, my Valor gauge, Valor form leveled up, and one of the things it gave me was an ability called Auto Valor. What that does is that, I'm getting hit for no particular reason here. Auto Valor basically means that I will get a reaction command to hit Valor form any time things are tough. Basically, if I'm taking a little bit too much damage. While useful, and by useful, I mean not at all useful, it's not an ability I will be using at all. This particular enemy, incredibly obnoxious. Does a lot of damage, a little bit hard to actually deal with, and kind of requires you to parry in order to be able to fight it effectively. Even worse is when you get more at once, because they will just charge you, deal a lot of damage, and not allow you to do anything with your time. Remember, we're working on a time limit with the morale gauge, and if I get hit, morale gauge goes down. So enemies like this are stupid. This is the first time we've actually seen our MP go into that MP refresh time, or I forget what the name of this thing is. Yeah, I can't remember the name of this thing. But as you see, that menu is ever so slowly, not menu, but that bar is ever so slowly ticking down, and once it hits the bottom, like it just did, hey presto, full MP gauge. So now, don't be afraid of using, wrong button. Don't be afraid of using as many spells as you need to get what you need, get done what you need done. God, I can't talk while I'm playing. Okay, so that's mission 2 down. Yes, not bad. You've only completed 2 out of the 3 assignments I did. No one else is doing anything whatsoever. We're all standing around and hoping you'll get it all done. Okay, now to do the last one. This one's going to take place in the camp, and we just got to search out the hidden Heartless. This is actually probably one of the hardest of the 3 missions, just because there's a lot of places they can hide, a lot of spawn points for the Heartless, and the morale meter, as you can see, is constantly ticking down. And you literally have to hunt these things down. They don't just pop up, they're not just easy to find, you gotta run around, and oh hey, there's one, let's kill that! But Shadow Heartless, as you've seen before, do like to hide, they do like to stop, and so this makes it a little bit harder for you to actually find the damn things. Not only do you have to find them, but you have to kill them as well, and the Heartless, as I said, like to stop. They like to go into their little hidey holes and mean you can't damage them. Come on, there we go. Okay, so we got a little bit of morale here, but as you can see, we don't really have enough morale to actually make a freaking difference. The morale gauge will still tick down while we're trying to hunt down our enemies. I think I actually lost a little bit of morale for destroying that tent. We have 3 Heartless left to find. Ah, there we are. We got one. Luckily, these guys give you a lot of morale boosts if I'm able to kill it in time. Good. Lose a little bit of morale for taking a hit, but that's fine. We actually know where the Heartless are, so hopefully I am not going to lose this right here. But I wouldn't put it past the game to actually throw me into a game over screen. Or not a game over screen, but a mission lost screen right now. Come on. Come on. Die already. There we go. Apparently that guy's immune to magic. Luckily, Goofy was on the ball. Man, Goofy's being surprising. No, I don't have any tasks to do. I've completed all of them. We're done. Get a free AP boost just for completing all the tasks. And then we're informed there's going to be at least one more thing we have to do. Yes, we did well. We're better than everybody else in the army. Told you we could do it. Okay, how do you feel about Ping over here? Made a little bit of progress. That's fantastic. You're a jerk. Yep, one more assignment. Come on, let her be a man. One more chance. We've completed every assignment of yours. It's a test, but it could be an important mission. Yes, sir. Okay, well, we have a quick second here, so let's stop for a moment and go into abilities. And to Sora, do you have anything useful that I would want to spend those points on? Could do Auto Valor, but I don't want Reaction Command to be Auto Valor at all, ever. So we'll stop that. Instead, we'll turn on Experience Boost, which is basically going to be completely useless. Okay, so at this point, our mission is not a mission. It doesn't follow the same mission rules as the previous ones. All we have to do is go out this door and climb this mountain. Sort of. The mission will go, I was so sure the Bamboo Grove was in the other direction. Towards what looks like to be a Bamboo Grove over in that direction. But, you know, whatever. We gotta go over to the mountains, and then as soon as we get into the mountainous area, then we're gonna be on our normal time limit. Until then, though, we can feel free to run around in this area. Now, important to note is that these wagons actually are destructible. When you destroy one, it'll basically take out the rest. And the reason why this is kind of important is that these wagons have a habit of dropping these yellow balls. The reason why these yellow balls are important is that they fill up your drive meter. So we're going to want to use them to get as much drive as we possibly can. But unfortunately, this area is not devoid of enemies. It does still have Heartless, and we do probably want to kill them. From this point onwards, Heartless will also be dropping drive balls, usually, unless something else prevents them from doing so. Like, for instance, if they have to drop morale balls instead. Okay, let's make our way over here. Fight a couple of more of these sorcerers. Excellent. Yeah, Mulan is still not being particularly useful, but that's fine. There's another treasure chest for us. I think there is one more on this side. Am I mistaken? Maybe. But fight a couple more enemies first before I basically end the episode. Making progress. This is the good thing about the worlds is that they're not only they're longer than they previously were. The worlds are a little bit longer than Kingdom Hearts 1 was. The other thing is they also have multiple chapters. This will even when we complete this world, it won't be entirely complete. We'll be coming back for more stuff later on. So we got a lot we can do, and well, less time to do it in. Okay, before we keep moving, this is actually where the mission starts. So we'll watch a cutscene, we'll cut out the episode right here, and we'll start to move on. We gotta go up there. And hey, that's a hawk. I remember, though, that being part of Shan Yu's arsenal, to throw hawks at people. So maybe I should assume Shan Yu's gonna be around the corner? Yes, no, maybe so? Well, it's time to hurry to the mountain summit, but remember, don't let the morale meter go down to 0. We'll be doing that next time, because it might take me a couple tries, because this is one of the most annoying things in the game, apart from a couple boss fights. I will see you guys next time when we will be climbing this mountain. Ta-ta!